The BIC-2200 is a bidirectional power supply. It not only can convert alternating current or AC to direct current or DC, working as an ordinary power supply, but also has the ability to reverse the process, which changes DC to AC as a grid tie inverter. Before giving you an actual demonstration, let's talk about the operating principle of the BIC-2200. The factory mode of the BIC is bidirection auto-detect mode. When the BIC detects its target voltage that is higher than the DC end voltage, it converts AC to DC. On the contrary, the BIC changes DC to AC and feeds the stored energy back to the AC grid when it detects that its target voltage is lower than the DC end voltage. Take BIC-2200, 48 volts as an example. Its default target voltage is 48 volts. When a battery with 46 volts or a DC electronic load set at CV mode and 46 volts is connected to the BIC will convert AC to DC to charge the battery or feed DC energy to the electronic load as 46 volts is lower than the target voltage. Let's do another example by taking RSP3000, the power supply with 50-volt output, to simulate a higher voltage and connect it to the DC end of the BIC. The BIC will change to DC to AC conversion within 1 milliseconds. Next, we will be doing demonstrations. The first is AC to DC conversion. Connect a DC electronic load to a BIC-2200, 48 volts. Then setting the load at CV mode and 46 volts will force the BIC to do AC to DC conversion. From the actual waveform, the AC current in green and the AC voltage in yellow are at the same phase. What is more, the DC current in purple is also higher than the zero level, meaning that the BIC is in AC to DC conversion and is feeding DC energy to the load. We will be doing DC to AC conversion. Again, connect a power supply with 50-volt DC output, such as RSP3000, to the BIC-2200, 48 volts. The supply will force the BIC to do DC to AC conversion. Likewise, let's observe the actual waveform. The AC current in green and the AC voltage in yellow are not at the same phase now. What is more, the DC current in purple is lower than the zero level, meaning that the BIC is feeding AC energy back to the AC grid. And finally, demonstrating the whole function of the bidirection auto-detect mode. At this time, we connect a DC electronic load set at CV mode and 46 volts and a RSP3000 with 50 volts to the BIC-2200, 48 volts at the same time. Turn the electronic load on then off to let the DC end voltage of the BIC fluctuate between 46 volts and 50 volts to test its bidirection auto-detect function. From the waveform of the oscilloscope, we can observe that the BIC switches between an AC to DC and DC to AC conversion automatically according to different voltage at the DC end. That is all of the introduction of the bidirectional power supply, BIC-2200.